Hello everybody, back again, and today we got a eBay mystery box. So the backstory behind this is there was a lot of broken, well, it said untested, but probably 4 parts controllers on eBay, and it was an auction, and it was cheap, so I just threw in a bid, and then I forgot about it for a few days, and then it said you won, so paid for it, and it arrived, so I wanted to just unbox it and see what was here. It was super cheap. It was 42 controllers. I don't know, it wound up to be like, I paid under $2 a controller. There was apparently 42 controllers in here. I don't know, it was probably around like 80 bucks. So, let's see, I'm actually going to check here to see exactly what I paid. I saw a few good things in there. I tried not to look at it too close. Or no, it was even better than I thought. It was 42 controllers for $52. Let me see if there was shipping on that with that. Free shipping. So here's the lot here. So controllers, 52 bucks. I won. So a little over $1 a controller, and they're mostly OEM, so I don't think there's any way we can go wrong here, but kind of wanted to see what we got. I might not, probably not going to test them in this video. I kind of just wanted to see kind of what we got. I mean, I know we didn't get ripped off, but I don't know, let's just see. Occasionally you can get good deals on eBay. You just got to be patient, and auctions you can get good deals for sure. You know, this was just one that people weren't really paying attention to for whatever reason. There's one thing in here that I really, one of the main reasons I bought a lot, I remember, it seems to be packaged fairly well. Oh yeah, really well. Yeah, this is very well packed. Yeah, he did a great job. Definitely he'll get positive feedback for this. So this is kind of interesting. Oh yeah, I think I remember what these are. I believe these are Commodore paddles. Yes, they are. And these I do not own, and if they work, I will definitely be keeping these. I don't see any tears in the cable. That's kind of what I'm kind of worrying, because I mean, there's nothing you can really do about that. So anyway, we got, I believe these were marketed towards the VIC-20, even though they do look like the Commodore Plus 4 in styling, but very cool. You never see these. And if these are working, these are worth around 50 bucks. So cool. Hopefully, if we can get these working, that almost pays for the lot. And paddles, they normally, I actually made a video about fixing paddles. You normally just open them up, clean the contacts, and they're good. So, yeah. And then here's a Super Nintendo mouse. Let's see it through the bag. Again, if this works, which I don't see how it wouldn't work. I mean, I guess they can break, but whenever I get them, they normally work. Little ball mouse, a little dirty, you know, just to be expected. Those Commodore things actually look nice. If I can get this back on. Anyway, this mouse, these are at least 20 bucks for a Super Nintendo mouse. So I'll just kind of give rough values if they were working, you know. I'm sure a lot of things here will have issues. I don't see tears in the cord, so. I didn't pay attention to some of the newer stuff. I could tell this is something newer. Looks third party. Yes, it is. Got a Pelican PS2 controller. It's rattling a little bit. The joysticks are completely just off, so who cares? It's just kind of a nothing controller. Like we got 2 NES controllers here. Nice and yellowed. I don't see cracks or anything like that. It looks to be in fairly good shape. Besides the yellowing, which seems that people don't really care too much. I mean, it's just eventually going to happen to everything, pretty much. So, another yellowed OEM controller. No cracks. Got some stickers in the bottom. That'd be fun to get off. It's giving me a lot of bubble wrap at the very least. Other NES. Hopefully this one's real. This one looks to be in better shape. Yep, another original controller. Buttons feel fine. With these, it's like, there's not much that can go wrong. You clean the contacts and you're pretty much set to go with these. So I'm imagining that those will be fixable. And they're worth about, I would say 10 to 15 bucks a piece. You know, that's like more something you'd want to sell and like sell two for like 20 or 25. They're not worth a ton. Another Pelican. Exact same controller with the same missing thumbsticks. So another just thing to lot up. Okay, this is kind of cool. I actually recognize this immediately. This is a, not sure exactly which one this is for. If you know, let me know. Some kind of Pong paddle. I believe some of the Sears ones used this kind of styled one. Always cool to have. You just plug it in. These even probably work on the Atari ones, I would imagine. So, pretty cool. N64, this looks third party. I saw some, looked like there was a lot of real N64 controllers, so I'm curious to see how the sticks are in those. Got a Yobo here, Yobo controller. This analog stick's kind of cool though, it's like a normal analog stick. Where normally they have the cheap, kind of crappy feeling analog sticks. I do like the N64 controller, but this actually, the buttons feel horrible, but the joystick, it's not bad. So, I don't know, not the worst thing in the world. Atari controller, awesome. Oh, torn cable. But still, I always need parts out of these, so if the shaft is good for the joystick, which it's not cracking or it doesn't sound bad, so it probably is, then that's useful. And the casing. The Atari joysticks, I basically cannibalize them and make good ones. Official NES, no yellowing, no cracks. Definitely fixable. Got a Wiko Boss joystick. A little rattly there. And it's got a Goodwill. Someone paid $4. Does that say 11? It might have been bought in 2012. It's hard to read. I'm not sure, but it was bought in Arkansas. I don't know if that's where I bought this from, but kind of cool. Looks like a gem stick. Yellow button I recognize. Yes, it is. Very dirty gem stick. Feels okay. The button doesn't click nicely, so that's probably what's wrong with it. Looks like we got a Duke, Xbox Duke controller. Shoot, I haven't been saying the values. Nothing crazy. Those last few, honestly. If this is working, these can go for a decent amount. A little tear right here, though. That's gonna really hurt it. The value of it. But it doesn't look like it would affect the use of it. It's such a tiny little, you know, it's just in the rubber coating, so that shouldn't make it not work. But here it is. It's so uncomfortable. And I don't see how anyone ever used that controller. Which is probably why it was quickly replaced. So we got, this looks like an official, yeah, official N64. I can tell the joystick's floppy. But yeah, it's pretty bad, that joystick. But it's easy to switch out. And yeah, other than that, it's, oh, I was going to say it's in good shape. The whole lock is broken down here, so it's a shame, but good parts. Got an Xbox 360 controller. Hopefully it's official. Looks kind of yellowed. Get the tape off some of these. Yeah, very yellow. This is actually, this thumbsticks need to be replaced, but this is actually one of the, I believe this came with the slim Xbox 360 because it has these different colored thumbsticks and D-pad. No battery cover, but it has not been opened, so that's a good sign, I guess. Like, I'm assuming stuff like that, it's gonna work, it's just the thumbsticks will need to be replaced. You know, who knows. I'm not going to test this stuff in this video. I just frankly don't have the time to try all this stuff, but another tear in the cable. But original Xbox controller. Those seem to be torn a lot when I find them. I don't know why. Okay, this is actually one of the main reasons I bought this lot, so hopefully this isn't torn. This is a Bally Astrocade controller, which is a very rare console. It's really early. I believe it came out before the 2600, or it might have been slightly after, I'm not sure. But this is actually the Player 2 controller. Okay, it moves good. The paddle function feels nice. So how this would work is that you'd hold it like a gun trigger here for like shooting, move with the joystick, and then you also had a twist feature for like Pong and paddle type games. Okay, the cable, I'm just going to run along it here and see if I feel anything. It looks to be good. Let's check for the connector. Yeah, that looks good. It says Bally right on the connector, so awesome. Even if this doesn't work, this will pay for the lot. So that's pretty fantastic. These are untested. These are like they're like 50, 60 bucks. So that was a huge part of this lot. And I do have a Bally Astrocade. It's packed away right now, but eventually I might be able to try it. So that's really cool. That's just something you don't see really ever, frankly. I've only seen that stuff once. And the only reason I got mine was it came with an Atari, and I went to the guy's house. I was picking up an Atari on Marketplace, and the guy was like, hey, you can have this other thing. I'm like, okay. I go in the car, I'm like, oh my god, that's crazy. But anyway, 360 controllers. So this one got some green coming out, and I can't get the battery compartment out. So this has bad battery corrosion. I'm not going to open it here. That will be for a later date. But that will be fun. Another NES controller. This is a real one. No fake ones yet. As I said that, or no, this one, yeah, this one's good. I thought it was fake. Another real NES. These don't have tears, surprisingly, so I'm assuming it's just going to be kind of crappy buttons on those. Yeah, they're not worth a ton, but they're definitely good to get. Here's something worth a little more. These NES Max controllers. I believe these are like 20. Maybe not. I don't know. I think they're worth 20. No tears and decent shape. The next one, there it is. Again, a little wear to the cable, but no tears. I've never worked on those, so I've only found a couple of those in my time of buying stuff, so I don't know. Let's see. And here we got a program pad for PlayStation, so a third-party Interact controller, but it looks kind of cool. I'm sure it's not worth anything, but hey, it is what it is. So, this Atari controller has seen better days. There's the joystick there, but looks like it's been stepped on or chewed up by a dog or something. Yeah, it's definitely been more of a chewing situation. Yeah, so there's our beautiful condition joystick. And the cable, the connector is also very chewed. Like a dog got to it. Looks like a driving controller. Let's see if it has the cool connector in the end. No, it doesn't. Driving pedal. Looks to be in good shape. Those, what I always do is get two of them together, pair with Indy 500, and you'll get a decent amount. Another Boss, Wico Boss. These are fantastic. These are worth like 20 to, say probably 20. People have probably gotten 30 for them, but they're more like 20 bucks, 25 bucks. I don't sell these too often, but this one's in good shape. Has the feet and feels good and doesn't rattle like the other one. No Goodwill sticker. Another NES. I don't remember there being this many NES controllers. I remember there being a lot of N64 controllers. I've only seen a couple. I see some in there. Try not to destroy the bubble wrap too much, but it's really taped up. Bring the cable through. Okay. This one's really being stubborn. Invincible tape. Okay, there we go. Nothing really to say. NES controller. Here it is. No cracks. I don't know how none of them have cracks in the corners. The Super Nintendo? Yeah, it is. Kind of a rattling. And I see why it's rattling. The bumper. See this one over here pivots correctly, and then this one, it just presses straight down. So this one, the little hinge mechanism broke, which is very common. But the third-party controllers, I always just make a bin of them, and then one day I'll just list like 50 lots of just untested third-party controllers. I don't even bother testing them. Fake NES controller, and it feels absolutely horrendous. Please never buy these. You know it's bad when the D-pad just pushes down. There's just no central pivot at all. Awful. Especially when the NES controllers are worth barely anything. Just get real ones. N64, very floppy stick. I think the listing even said that all the sticks were bad, or that they were loose. But no broken lock. Another N64 controller. Trying to stay in view here. Again, like really loose. Other than that, looks fine. Probably would clean up reasonably well. Still going. It's a lot of controllers. This looks like some original Xbox shenanigans here. Some third party. Some Player 2 controllers. Oh god, this is disgusting feeling. Okay, well, doesn't even, the brand logos even fell off. Someone actually used this thing, which is interesting. Pelican, another Pelican creation. GameCube, third party. Probably another Pelican or GameStop, this looks like. Which I believe they were intertwined in some way. This is a GameStop. See, I'm so smart. Look at that. GameStop. See those all the time, that's why. PS1. Doesn't look like a DualShock, but I can't really tell. This guy really used a lot of bubble wrap and tape. But I respect it. Yeah, it is a DualShock. Cool. These aren't, these aren't worth crazy money. Like 15, 20 bucks. This one's actually missing the, I hate when this happens, but it won't affect it anyway. There's supposed to be a plastic piece that covers this thing right here, and it just hooks right here, and it's like gray plastic, but this one's missing. You've seen it. But still, that won't affect the functionality. What is this little thing? Some kind of Sega? I don't know, third party Genesis 6-button controller. Again, just who buys these? GXC. Interesting. Oh, we got a paddle set here. Once you use my video and fix these paddles, easy 25 bucks. Put a game with it, you'll get 30. So here they are. And they look to be in great shape. Nothing special about them though, but in good shape. NES looks like. Hopefully it's official. Okay. Yep. Official NES controller. Couple more things here. This is kind of big. What the? Oh, it's a multi-tap. That was a light gun. I was like, I don't remember that. I don't remember this either, though. Multi-tap for PS1. These aren't worth a ton, but I don't know. Xbox 360. Which again, these, you pick them up, you'll get $25 easy. These new sticks, as they all do at this point. And it looks like we got another NES Max controller, and that might be it. So, the best thing we got was definitely the Bally controller. NES Max, there it is. Okay, is that everything? Got some paper at the bottom. Yep, that's all she wrote. So, there's our haul. There's a bunch of controllers. Fantastic deal for the $50 whatever dollars. So yeah, if you liked this video, like it and subscribe if you liked the video as well. And yeah, so stay tuned. I've just been trying out some different kind of videos. Like, I feel like every video I post is completely different now, but I don't know, I figured try out some new stuff. But anyway, if you guys like these eBay unboxings, let me know, because I order stuff pretty regularly. Like, it has to be a really good deal. Like, I feel this was a good deal. You know, let me know what you think. Do you think this was a good deal? I definitely think it was. I mean, even if all this stuff's broke, I mean, you know, there's a lot of value here. But this is why I always say don't do an auction. So if you've learned anything from this, if you're selling stuff on eBay that's not like insanely uncommon, don't do an auction. This doesn't end well. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a fantastic rest of your day.